Yeah, what I want to talk to you guys about is how to learn how to debate. Now, learning how, even though I haven't really gotten an open debate for you guys to know, that you guys know of, but one thing for anybody who wants to learn how to debate is I believe when you are debating, you have to think outside the box, because the thing is that my idea of learning how to debate is to make the topic as interesting, to keep both sides interested, to keep it going on, the back and forth going on as long as possible, and also to make sure you don't offend somebody. Because one thing that's true is that if you say, oh, I'm just going to watch CNN and we're going to have a discussion about politics to practice, politics falls under one of the categories of things you do not debate about. You do not have an open conversation about. First, politics, there's three things for all different cultures, and politics is one of them, spread out throughout all the cultures of the world, literally. At least that's what they claim, but... So in general, if you are a young person, and you want to learn how to debate and not offend anybody, or at least not offend people, not getting controversial topics, spend your time debating on topics such as, is Broly stronger than Goku? Could Broly, if could Broly, maybe if so-and-so happened, could he have been possibly a Super Saiyan, even more powerful than Goku could have ever been? That's the thing. What you have to do is you have to be specific. You can't just debate, oh yeah, what movie who do you think is better, Batman or Superman? It's better to be more specific. Because it's just all over the place. This is a specific topic, and if it's a specific topic, out of that main topic, you can find many different things you can debate about. If it's for a specific movie, you can debate about several different things in a movie, instead of just debating, oh yeah, do you think that movie was good? Oh, I thought it's, and one person says it sucks and the other person says it was good. It just makes it easier for everybody. And another, and along with that point is make sure you debate with as many people as possible. Because if you debate one person over and over again, let's face it, man, some people say they don't get offended. Everybody in the world gets offended. And some people get offended more easier, but in the end, everybody gets offended. And just in general, if you want to learn how to debate an open amount of people, you can't just spend time just debating one person, okay? Because even if that person might be possibly one of the best and you've actually debated that person, and you could debate somebody who's not as good as him, who they debate, and they lose all the time, to them, or at least most of the time, and you actually lose all the time to them. Because you're not used to debating other people. You're not used to dealing with other different styles. You're not used to dealing with everything. Because that's the truth about it, is that for everything, you need to practice with as many people as possible. You can watch videos on boxing or anything, or any sports. They always say practice with as many people as possible to really get the hang of it and understand, be able to be more accurately predict other people. Besides, I don't know if I said this before, but oh my gosh, would that ever irritate somebody if you always are following them and saying, hey, you want to debate? It would get boring. And another thing, how debating, I think when it comes to people who have issues, I think it's a really overlooked topic. Because you have to realize something. In this world, you're going to meet a lot of people who are predators, who like to prey on weak people. Or at least people they consider weak. And when you're dealing with negative people, everything from bullying to them irritating, bullying you. I think we all know about that. Irritating, like just annoying you and picking on you because they think you cannot defend yourself when they talk crap, or somebody who's framing you. It might be it's always usually a woman who, let's face it, man, honestly, it's always a woman who tends to frame people. It's always that one bitchy woman, who, who's a bit of, who is just irritated, maybe it's a feminist or something, and they just never liked you, just never got along, or maybe it's someone who's too strict, and they always follow you all the time, and they say, and they know that that you don't talk to most people or anything, so they pick on you for whatever reason. And they might simply say, you might simply know you didn't do it, but at the same time, you try your hardest to debate that person in an open audience. You might have been in like the teacher's office or something, or maybe in your boss's office, if you have a job, and you had a debate, but because that person was sharper, was quicker, you could not debate that person. I'm telling you, man, that's hell. And that type of stuff, I think, tends to happen most often to high functioning autistic people. They're very smart, but at the same time, when it comes to processing information quick time, they don't have that. Not to mention, a lot of them, they just don't talk to many people, and they take advantage of them. And I'm telling you, man, from from just things I know, being a high functioning autistic person who cannot defend themselves, it is hell. And and not to mention, other benefits could be, obviously, for a potential job opportunity, working at a company with other people, maybe being a lawyer, a politician, whatever interests you, wherever debating is is very important for that job. Doing these sorts of things, debating people over time about things, practicing it, it not only does it help you understand it, and of course, if you get the information, you look up those sorts of things, you could probably go online and probably go on a reputable website like Harvard University. I don't know if they have information, but just because stuff is on the internet doesn't mean that there isn't reputable things. So, besides, man, a lot of these things, they're on TV, and they tell you exactly every single detail you need to know about how to get on their website. Everything from the hyphen to the colon, everything is exact, and people say the internet's not reliable. I don't know about that. Besides, man, you can read news articles downloaded on your computer for free, on certain websites, but I don't even know, man. But yeah, that's simply the truth about it, is that you can maybe find reputable sources that teach you their criteria. Maybe they might simply say things like never acknowledge that you're wrong, always have a constant flow, always have a constant flow of what you want to say, and of course, picking your style. What style do you want to be? Do you want to be aggressive? Do you want to be calm? Or do you want to be someone who's just in the middle, It's up to you, like, some people might just decide, they want something really rough or really soft because they think it's a challenge, not just because they're obsessed with winning. And once you have that ability, you can practice, it prepares you, when you do those sorts of things to not only do something, but do something for something you're actually interested in, something that can keep your attention and is not offensive. And not to mention, it prepares you emotionally, because if you debated enough people and you And trust me, if you put enough effort in something in this world, you will be successful. And because you're successful emotionally, you know, as if you practice with enough people, you can actually be more resilient and get used to it. You know, you build yourself up, just like building up muscle, you know, through experience. And that's my video, and like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.